Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about value. And firstly, we're going to begin with what does value actually mean? In its most generic term, value is the effect of light. There are two different types of light, natural and artificial. Natural light is produced by the sun, while artificial light would be produced by the likes of a lamp or light bulb. Now, how would we describe value or the effect of light in art? These are typically called a tonal drawing. This is where we would gather tones or shades or shading, and we would highly express them to enhance our drawing level and show that there is depth, there is a floor beneath the object or primary source, and that there's more going on in this drawing. So now I'm going to talk about how I would personally produce a tonal drawing. Firstly, with every drawing that I do, I have to pick a primary source. In this, my hammer will be my primary source. As usual, I am 75% looking, 25% drawn. First thing I always like to do is draw a nice light outline of the primary source, i.e. the hammer. Once that is done, I will then begin darkening my edges and outlining it a fair bit more. Now I will begin working on adding more form to the work. So, how I'll do this is by marking out my darkest points and my lightest points. I've done this in an element at the top part of the hammer here. Once completing this, I now want to begin adding more shade and a bit of tonal value to the head of the hammer. And as you can see here, I decided to go very light because the hammer is reflective. Now I'll begin doing the same for the entire hammer. As you can see, there is a black patch and a red patch. As I'm only using a tonal drawing, i.e. only using a pencil, I will have to adjust as I won't be able to use the colour red. So I must do a bit of a lighter grey for the red, and then for the black itself, I must do a darker tonal value. As I completed the drawing of the hammer, I decided to do a slight light outline of the shadow itself, the major outline of the shadow, without any dark points, just to mark where my shadow will lie. Then I began to mark out the shades and darknesses of the shadow, so then I can make a more realistic outcome and see how the effect of light is shown. I will first begin by outlining the hammer with its darkest part of the shadow, then its second darkest, and finally its lightest, until it has almost a 3-layer step approach. Then we will begin to blend it all together, as you can see here. Then finally we should be complete, and all we have to do is just rub away the excess smudge. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.